After World War I, the victors carved up the Middle East. The Ottoman Empire collapsed, and the League of Nations imposed a system of mandates, supposedly to guide former Ottoman territories toward independence. However, in Palestine, Britain made contradictory promises that served its own imperial interests, laying the groundwork for an intractable conflict. Two legal documents sat at the heart of that contradiction. First, the Balfour Declaration of 1917, in which Britain pledged support for the establishment in Palestine of a national home for the Jewish people, while adding, "Nothing shall be done which may prejudice the civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities in Palestine." At the time, over 90% of Palestine's population was Palestinian Christian and Muslim Arabs. Crucially, Britain avoided using the word state. The term national home had no legal definition. It was deliberately vague, aspirational but non-binding and open to multiple interpretations. This ambiguity let Britain appease Zionists without enraging the Arab majority or committing to anything concrete. Then came the Covenant of the League of Nations in 1919, which formalized the mandate system. Article 22 declared, "Certain communities formerly belonging to the Turkish Empire have reached a stage of development where their existence as independent nations can be provisionally recognized. The wishes of these communities must be a principal consideration." Palestine was designated a Class A mandate, alongside Syria, Lebanon, and Iraq, all provisionally recognized as nations on the path to independence. Unlike the vague language of the Balfour Declaration, the Mandate Charter clearly affirmed Palestinian self-determination as a core principle of international law. However, Britain incorporated the Balfour Declaration into the Palestine Mandate, thereby creating a built-in contradiction. It promised a Jewish national home in a territory legally recognized as a future state, one with a 90% Arab majority, without defining what that home meant or how it aligned with majority rule. The fact that Britain avoided the word state was, to the Zionist movement, a technicality. They saw the Balfour Declaration, backed by the British Empire, as a stepping stone to full statehood. In 1922, Winston Churchill attempted to clarify Britain's position. Unauthorized statements have been made to the effect that the purpose in view is to create a wholly Jewish Palestine. His Majesty's government regard any such expectation as impracticable and have no such aim in view. Despite Churchill's denial, Britain's actions had the effect of promising the same land to three different parties. To the Arabs, they pledged independent states and self-determination in return for launching the Arab Revolt against the Ottomans. To the Zionists, they promised a national home, hoping to gain Jewish support in the U.S. and Europe for the war effort and to divert Jewish refugees away from Britain. To the French, they secretly agreed to divide the region through the Sykes-Picot Agreement, a 1916 plan to carve Ottoman Arab lands into British and French zones of control. Sykes-Picot was a colonial carve-up disguised as diplomacy. It remained secret until late 1917, when the Russian Bolsheviks leaked it to a British newspaper just weeks after the Balfour Declaration. The Arab world was outraged at the betrayal. For Britain, it was a colossal embarrassment. Britain planted two competing national projects in the same land and gave both sides the illusion of legitimacy. The result was inevitable, a clash of irreconcilable ambitions. Britain lit the fuse, then walked away, feigning shock when the explosion came. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons if you would like to see more content like this.